was
Yeah.
Air Force. I did one enlistment, and I know when we spoke on the phone, we talked about how more veterans that served like one enlistment, never deployed, just need to start sharing their stories. And
Definitely.
kind of the crazy thing is that when I started 350 Girls, I was actually still hiding that I was a veteran. And I'm still not entirely sure how I thought I was going to get away with trying to run a
Oh
organization
my
about women veterans. I was just over there being like, I'm a history nerd, I care about women, I'm very passionate about women's history. And,
Right.
one of the things that I always talked about when I started 350 Girls is more women, from the 40s, from, those other, historic time periods need to
Right.
come forward and share their stories. And my partner was just like, are we going to talk about how hypocritical this makes you? Like,
Oh my goodness.
but
Wow. Well, thank you to your partner because
he called me out.
he
I
had
deserved
to
it.
get you together.
But, I found that when I talked to a lot of women veterans about why our history wasn't being taught, a lot of them,
Mhm.
especially the World War II generation, were like, I just did my duty. I just, never left the country. The women in the Navy and the Marines stayed here in the States. The Women's Army Corps went
Mhm.
overseas. But I found a lot of similarities in their reasons for not sharing their history that I
Mm.
was feeling. Like I was a secretary, I was in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and I was only in for about 3.5 years. Most of the
Mhm.
women who served in World War II, their contracts were for the duration of the war plus 6 months. So
Mhm.
when I say I was being a hypocrite, it's like, how can I say, my 3 years in North Dakota as a secretary don't count while I'm
Mm.
championing women who served, a year, 2 years in
Right.
every role except combat.
Right.
So,
Mhm.
it seems a little selfish to say 350 really helped me learn to tell my story, but through
Oh,
telling other women's stories, it kind of forced mine out into the open.